Right, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. I'm just going to show you a bunch of games through Chrome that we can use the Atari VCS joystick with. And I'm going to be playing these games wirelessly, through Bluetooth, So, yeah. So, first thing, I'm going to show you Doom for the PS1. I'm going to use the VCS joystick wirelessly, So, so just gonna put that up there. Right. So, if you're doing this for the first time, you have to map out the controls, right? But first of all, go to Google. We type in PS1 Doom. PS1 Doom Online, and just click it. And Doom for the Sony PlayStation. The third one down. Click this. And I'm using the VCS joystick wirelessly, So you just press start game and just let it load, Just skip this and just give it a second to load. And now, because the VCS joystick, it doesn't have as many buttons as a PS1 controller, the only thing that you can't do is switch weapons, So it makes the game more challenging, and you can't stray further. All you can do is fire, open doors, and run, But it makes the game more challenging, and now you see the way you see the picture of the PS1 controller. Well, when you're mapping out the controls for the joystick or the VCS controller, up for up, down for down, left for left, right for right, if you understand. Like each segment you click, then you press up on the joystick, click down, then you press, if you understand, Then at the end, it'll give you the option to save controller settings for this game or all PS1 games. So if you just click save for all PS1 games, the same controls will be mapped out, So see, it's recognising the joystick, because I did all this already, and so we can use the VCS joystick wirelessly, So just click this to start the game. That's all I have to do is wait for a few minutes and go full screen, And so, like I said, the only thing I can't do is switch weapons or strafe. So it makes the game more challenging, And it's awesome being able to play this with the VCS joystick, pretty cool, So press the button to start, and I'm using the VCS joystick. So here's what you have to do if you're doing this for the first time, right? See the joypad icon there in the bottom left. You click that, right? Then a picture of the control pad comes up, right? So you take your mouse and you click up. Then you press up on the joystick. Down for down, and right. So the stick up, down, left, right. Now the triangle button on the controller is the fire button. So you just press the main red fire button to fire. This is speed, I believe. So go and do the button, and the menu button is for running. And I forget what the X button does, but not important, right? So then at the bottom here, save and save settings for this game only are all PSX games. So just do it for all games. So just click yes, and there we go. Like, start the game and like, go full screen again. And I'm playing Doom for the PS1 with the VCS joystick, which is pretty cool, And here we go. Yeah, so the Atari VCS is awesome, and it makes the game more challenging. And pretty cool. Now this online emulator has a bunch of different systems. It's not just PS1, but Atari 2600, Sega Mega Drive, and but each system, if you want to use the joystick or the controller, you just have to map out the controls. You need a mouse to do it, and save it, and you're away, like, And yeah, pretty cool, like, But, anyway, yeah. And so that's Doom, like, using the VCS joystick, and pretty cool. Like, no lag at all, everything is running great, Yeah, so just, it's great, man, playing Doom for the PS1 with the Atari VCS joystick. What I think is, anyway. So like I said, I can't change weapons and I can't strafe, Yeah, so that's Doom, like, for the PS1. So I'm going to show you a different game. Now this site is called playretrogames.com, and you have a whole bunch of systems on the left hand side here. Atari 2600, Atari 7800, Atari Lynx, Capcom, Coin-Op Arcade, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, MAME, NEC, Neo Geo. So, and I had a bunch of games here on the right hand side. Mega Man 2. These are all just suggestions of games to play. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Contra, So I'm going to go to Contra here. So I'll just give it a second to load. Now, we've never used a joystick on this game before, so I'm gonna have to map out the controls just like I did with the PS1. But once you save it, like, you don't have to do it again, like, And this game should load instantly because it's an older game, and it's on the NES, like, So now that controller, it's not an official NES controller. I think it's from one of those knockoff systems now that are, it plays the same RAM, so it's Contra, Yeah, so I'm gonna have to map out the controls so the VCS joystick works, So this is the NES controller, really. So you click up, then you press up on the joystick, down for down, left for left, right for right, like, And they're pretty cool. And there's enough buttons on the VCS joystick so this game will work, So the start button, just put the menu button, and select the return button. Now, the top two buttons there are turbo buttons, but I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use the normal buttons. So, the forward button, B, and the shoulder button here, A. So I'm going to save this for all NES games, so I don't have to do it again, you know. And there we go. So pretty cool. Now in Europe, country was called Pro Protector, so I never actually played the American version. 1988 it came out, you know. So there's country for it. Brilliant. Pretty cool. The Atari VCS is awesome. And so in Pro Protector, which is the European version of this, you're robots, you're not humans, like, you know. That's the only difference, like, you know. This is cool. Playing this with the VCS joystick. And the key with this game is to keep moving, keep shooting, you know. Don't stay still for too long, you know. That was my mistake. Yeah. Yes, that's contra using the VCS joystick, like, you know. Now the controller is the preferred way, but it makes the game more challenging playing it with a joystick. Plays well, looks well. Yeah, brilliant stuff. That's just me sucking at the game, you know. Yeah, it has cool music, this game, like, you know. Yeah, so just that's a few games that that you can play the VCS joystick with, you know, and on this site, you know, everything, you know. Just all I do, it's called playretrogames.com, you know, and all I do is map out the controls and save it for our games, like, you know. Now, if we want to use the joystick, if we want to use the controller, I had to map out the controls again and save it again, and overwrite the save for the joystick. You know what I mean, like, you know. So pretty cool. So I'll show you one more game. Now, so if there's a game here, if you think of a game that isn't there, type it in the search bar and you should find it, like, you know. So I'm gonna go for Road Rash, you know. Road Rash 3, you know. I've never actually had Road Rash 3, you know. Yeah, there we go. Sega Genesis. Road Rash 3D for the PlayStation. I never played that before. Road Rash on the Sega Master System, Game Gear, but this one, Road Rash 3 on the Sega Genesis League, you know. Pretty cool. And just click it. Just click this. Get rid of that. Yeah. Just give it a second to load, you know. And we'll say we'll have to map out the controls for this as well, like, you know. Because I never played this before. You know, yeah, so the Atari VCS is awesome. This is why you got it, like, so we could play a whole bunch of retro games, you know. So, Electronic Arts, you know, back when they were awesome, you know. Road Rash 3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to map out the controls for this game as well. So just click the joypad icon and just up down for down, and you know, pretty cool, you know. And restart button. That's important because pretty much all games you have to press the start button to start it. So A, B, and C I'm going to put as the return button. So save down the bottom. Save for all Sega games, so I don't have to do it again. Yeah. So pretty cool. Road Rash 3, start the game. Now, like I said, you when you're mapping out the controls, if you're not happy with the way it is, you can change the button to do whatever you want to do, like, you know. So, like one thing I noticed in Road Rash 3, they scaled the graphics down big time in comparison to Road Rash 2 and the first Road Rash. The grass looked more detailed, you know. So that's a bunch of games I'm using the VCS joystick with. And this is where I got the Atari VCS, so I could play a ton of retro games, you know. Now, I love all the Atari Recharge games, the Astros, the Centipede and stuff. But this is one of the main reasons why I got the VCS. So I could play tons of retro games from other systems, not just Atari, but from NES, the Sega Mega Drive, and stuff. So just showing it, like, that you can use the Atari VCS joystick if you wish through Chrome, you know, with a bunch of games. So all I have to do is map out the controls and then save it, and that's it. Now, it makes the games more challenging than using the VCS controller, but it's awesome using the joystick, like, you know. I still think Road Rash 2 is the best Road Rash game on the Mega Drive or Sega Genesis. Just feels like in this one they scaled the graphics back a lot, especially from Road Rash 2. That's my opinion anyway. It's still a good game, you know, and it's nice and responsive to controls, you know. Pretty cool. The music isn't as good as Road Rash 2, we find. So it's not as good, you know. So that's a bunch of games, you know, using the Atari VCS joystick through Chrome. The name of the site is called PlayRetroGames.com. You have a whole bunch of systems. PS1, Sega Genesis, NES, Super Nintendo. If you don't see a game listed there, just type it in the search bar and you should have it, because a lot of games there that you can use the VCS joystick or controller with. So I hope everyone has a good day. Take care. Bye bye.